Hello, welcome to the City of Healing, where the city resides within. Wanted to come forth and share 5 of the most worn or most loved fragrances that I reach for in the month of May. And these fragrances, I did not expect to wear them this early or this late in the spring. You know, as summer's coming up, these are the fragrances that I usually would have reached for, at least most of them anyway, that I would have reached for in the hot or tropical, so to speak, type of weather. So let's get started with the 5 fragrances as I sit here in my favorite sweatshirt of Winnie the Pooh. I've had this sweatshirt since nursing school, so this sweatshirt is older than 28 years old. But this is my uniform. I love this sweatshirt. Anyway, let's go forth and share the 5 fragrances. I start with the least loved to the most worn or most loved for the month of May. Let's get started. Alrighty. Number 5. I was so surprised. And that is Pink Blush. Now this fragrance, it said it smelled like bougie marshmallow. I have a couple of other fragrances that smell or supposed to have smelled similar to bougie marshmallow, but this is the closest, I promise. And at first when I smelled it and sprayed it, just like bougie marshmallow, I was like, oh my goodness, this is not gonna be that strong. But sprayed it, came back to it maybe a week or 2 later, and I was like, oh yeah, this is bougie marshmallow. And for me, bougie marshmallow really lasts. And like I said, I have a couple of other dupes to it or inspired fragrances of it, but they don't compare to these 2. This is wonderful. I love this, even though it's a light, fluffy scent, it lasts all day. I smell it on my daughter when she wears it. It lasts all day. And this does the same thing. She said, oh, that's a crime. This should not smell just like bougie marshmallow. Bougie marshmallow, the 100 ml, I think it was about $110. And this is about $20, $30. So you pick you. I love both of them. And I savor, this, but I don't have to as much because you have this which smells just like it. And then, number 4, what could it be? Number 4, most people don't like Jo Malone fragrances, but I see that a lot of young people are reaching for it lately. But this is not necessarily this one, but this is very nice as well. Very excellent for layering with, clean scents as well. If you want to add some, a nice floral scent, this is frangipani flower, which is similar to vanilla, jasmine type of raw almond type of scent. Most people, I believe, describe it as tropical. Another name of it is plumeria, but it's beautiful and it's nice to wear with very clean scents as well. I enjoy wearing it and it lasts a long time. It's not beast mode, but it lasts a long time. And then number 4, I've shared this before. I raved on and on and on how much I enjoyed it. And that is Guava Granada by Ellis Brooklyn. I've been meaning to go back to get the large one, but I haven't gotten to it. And there's no need to. I got a little dent here. As I mentioned before, I don't spray heavy. And this to me is just so beautiful. Out the gate, I get that beautiful toasted coconut milky fragrance. And then you keep smelling and you get that guava, juicy fruit type of smell. Coconut water, it's just heavy hitter. It's not beast mode, but it lasts 6 to 8 hours for me. It's just gorgeous. And like I said, I'm not a heavy sprayer, but I've worn this once or twice. So, and I like to layer it with lighter fragrance as well as the other Miami Nectar. It's nice to, spray heavy with the Miami Nectar and then add sweetening to it a little bit with the Guava Granada. Gorgeous. And maybe eventually I will, but if I decide You know, next month I decide to wear this a lot. If I'm wearing a lot, I'll go ahead and get the larger bottle. And now, what could be number 2 of the most worn or most loved fragrances for May? And that is Jo Malone's Beach Blossom. I've seen a lot of young people talking about this and wearing it as well. My daughter likes it. And they have 3 sizes. They have the travel, and they have the smaller 1.7, and they have the larger. I think it, it's 32, and I think this was like 118, and then the larger is 160. There was no need for me to get the larger one because I'm not gonna wear it like that. I won't even get through this halfway this summer, I don't think, unless my daughter goes in with it. But it's gorgeous. It's such a beautiful, clean scent. And what I like to layer it with is Cactus Flower by Brown Sugar Babe. And let me tell you, mixing these together reminds me of Mojave Ghost. Except it just lasts longer, and you can smell it throughout the day yourself as well. But Beach Blossom is just a clean fragrance. It's coconut water. It's creamy. You get the vanilla, you get the light, beautiful florals, and that desert flower just adds that extra type of cactus flower, beautiful, creamy fragrance to it. I can wear this in hospital, and it's non-offensive, it's light, it's not an airy scent, and it's not dense. It's just a beautiful fragrance. I love layering these 2 together, and like I said, this smells like Mojave Ghost, just better, in my opinion. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And now, what could be the number 1 fragrance that I wore for the month of May? And I've talked about it, and I've raved on, even in April, how much I love this fragrance. Brown Girl Jane's Carousel. And yes, I have a couple of other, but this one, I guess it's the caramelized apple, and I love apple in fragrance. Perhaps it's the soft, fluffy musk fragrance, and perhaps it's the creamy sandalwood. I don't know, but I don't have anything like this in my collection. And I think it makes any fragrance, especially a lighter tropical fragrance, very, very interesting. And it's long lasting on my skin as well. But this is a fluffy, musk, gorgeous fragrance. It's just gorgeous. I love this. And, even if I get halfway through this, which I may be, I don't know, I'm definitely getting a backup bottle to this because it's just different. It's gorgeous. And I like it a lot. And those are the 5 fragrances that I wore for the month of May. And it seems like there was a theme. As I mentioned before, I don't make a fragrance tray and say, hey, these are the fragrances that I'm going to wear for May. Nothing else. I just can't do that because my mood might change. This season don't determine sometimes what I'll wear. It depends on my outfit, my mood, how I want to feel, how I want to smell. And May, it seemed like it was a clean, tropical, fluffy marshmallow type of month. And let's see what June brings. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city. Until next time, take care.